What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So guys, we all know that Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey are officially no longer together. And from sources close to the story, Mr. Michael B. Jordan is really heartbroken. Now, they say that Lori Harvey is heartbroken, but I got to believe that Michael B. Jordan is heartbroken. The reason why is he's 35. He's an older guy. He seems to want a real relationship, something more serious, more long-term. That's not uncommon for guys 35 and up. Many black men, despite their socioeconomic success, are looking for something more long-term with one woman. And that will also include Michael B. Jordan. And the fact that Lori Harvey is 25, she's the right age, she has the right socioeconomic class, and her father or stepfather is Steve Harvey. You know, this is a really good risk for him. And to start all over again and to go and find somebody else, it's a whole new tool in reinvestment because you can't get your time back and you can't get your money back, right? And many guys are distraught, especially, you know, the normal black guys like me and you. However, Media Takeout has posted a story that one day after Michael B. Jordan was broken up from Lori Harvey, he was spotted out with a white woman. Now, they did not put any pictures out to confirm this, which is sometimes typical of Media Takeout, but it would make sense. And if we put this thing to a larger level for many successful black men, we would understand this sort of black male hurt, black male disappointment in dealing with African American women. Now, as we know, it is not all our women who behave like this. Again, there are many beautiful women in the African American community. I'm going to reference LeBron James. He said that his wife, he would be nothing without her. So we're going to just be honest. We have women in our community who understand the plight of the black man, who want to be women, who want to be wives, and they're very good at managing things. You're going to have women who are set for that role. The issue is that Michael B. Jordan dealt with a woman who was not ready to be what he wanted her to be, despite she checked all the boxes. But now the question remains, will Michael B. Jordan give another black woman a chance? And we can just believe that he will not. Black women and Michael B. Jordan, in my honest opinion, are done. There will no longer be an interest from him towards sisters. I can tell you why. Remember 2 to 3 years ago, Michael B. Jordan got called out for being in Italy, hanging out with Italian women. And, you know, he had to respond saying, hey, listen, there's not a lot of black women in Italy. What do you expect? And a lot of black women were upset. Michael B. Jordan dealt with Lori Harvey, and that was a good look for him. Same industry, socioeconomic class. Dad is Steve Harvey. It's the match made in heaven. Unfortunately, going forward, a guy like Michael B. Jordan, who was once voted the sexiest man alive, is going to have opportunities from other women. And he's not going to date a woman very similar to Lori Harvey, a woman who was quote unquote wants to be a boss status chick, a boss status entrepreneur. You know, he's not going to deal with that. He is going to, if he ever dates again or be serious again, he's going to look for a woman that wants to be more in the parameters of what he's looking for, more submissive, more caring, okay, more on the program. And when we look at these elements, we're going to look at women who have come from these households. Now, again, let's go ahead and transpose this to women in the African American community. Are there women out there who fit these roles? Absolutely. Where are these women? They are in the qualms of the black elite. We have women who have come up in homes of the Jack and Jill, women who've come up in the societies of the upper elite universities, Harvard, Colgate's, Columbia, Stanford's, some of the higher tier HBUs, Howard, Hampton, Spelman. But the reality of it is that even these women who are to be preferred for black men in America are going to be competed against with women from other cultures. Your homegrown domestic Caucasian women here in America. You have women from the Latina class in America here, women from the Asian class and the many subcultures in the Asian genre, Korean, Chinese. You have women that are from India, Pakistan, the Middle East, Lebanon. So all of these women, many of these people who have been liberalized to American culture are going to come to the fore to say, hey, listen, I want to be with Michael B. Jordan. And you're going to have some fathers who typically wouldn't want their daughters to date African American men saying, listen, if you date this guy, you bring me this guy home, I will accept him. I will make an exception. And Michael B. Jordan has that authority. Why would you go back and deal with somebody like Lori Harvey? Now, and she does come from a quote unquote two-parent household. So what chance does a woman that doesn't have coming from this household have? Michael B. Jordan is going to be dealing with a woman who is not black from now on. And that won't be his fault. Okay? Now, him picking her, absolutely, is that his fault? Sure. But who could he have picked? Chloe Bailey? Somebody like her? Chloe Bailey is absolutely beautiful. She's a African American knockout. All right? She is beautiful in any generation. But she's facing the same issues that Lori Harvey is. She wants to be a superstar. She doesn't want to be a wife. Not even to Michael B. Jordan. She wants to be a girlfriend at best. Michael B. Jordan is looking for a wife. Who wants to be a wife in an industry that can deal with a man making a lot of money? That's coming from a man that, coming from a community that understands his schedule? Well, there's not many women in the entertainment scene that can do that except Beyonce. She's already married to Jay-Z. Michael B. Jordan is going to be dealing exclusively with non-black women from now on. That's it. It's not that he even has anything against black women. It's just that who is he going to be around? We got to look at proximity when we talk about black men that are successful dating black women. I have a friend of mine. He's a millionaire. I will not mention his name. He told me, he says, you know what, O'Shea? In the career that you're going, in the direction that you're going, the more financially successful you are, you're not going to run into many black women, depending on your path. You're going to have to be open to checking women of different races. Now, that's something that I have a little bit of a disagreement with, but for most black men, this is true. Most black men, unless they're really dedicated to Black America, and they're not, because they feel like, well, these are the same people who didn't give me any support when I was coming up. So why should I be true to this particular community? These guys are going to go where they're appreciated. And unfortunately, that is in the hands of another race of people. Like you say, the old saying goes, familiarity breeds contempt. And I just don't think that there are other black women out there that can have access to Michael B. Jordan and what he does, and to be able to fit his narrative. And this is the problem with the high value black man. Now, I know that Kevin Samuels didn't, consider people in the entertainment industry as high value, but let's call them high earning. What black woman can access Michael B. Jordan on a daily basis? He's not looking for an IG model. He's looking for a wife. Somebody to have his babies, somebody to be in a long-term relationship with. There are not many women that he can probably choose from in his particular field that he may feel is attractive. Who's going to be there? Your non-black women, and he has no problem doing it because he's done it before. That's the issue that we have here. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.